Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I am Orion. We are back with some more Death Must Die in the new Act 3 update. And of course, yesterday I recorded a video right after, like a day after the update came out, and then they released a new patch. They said they accidentally overtuned the game. It was way more difficult than it should be. Elites had like way too much health or something and were doing way too much damage. So they kind of nerfed the game a little bit overall. I don't know. They said they accidentally did it. They said it was a mistake. So I don't think it was something that they intended for the game to be too hard, and people were complaining because people always complain when games are too hard. I don't think they nerfed it because of that. I think they nerfed it because they unintentionally did something wrong. But anyways, they reduced the health, they reduced the damage of pretty much all the enemies across the board. They increased our experience gain by 15%. And a cool thing is they kind of increased the drop rate of items so that it would make it easier for us to grind tier 3 loot. So that's a cool thing. So today we're going to be running the new character. We're going to be running Leaf the druid, and I have maxed her out, and we're going to do a build that I kind of just threw together. I don't know if this is going to be great or not. It might be horrible, but this is basically going to be a Panther strike build. So as you know, the druid can shapeshift into a bunch of different characters. They can shapeshift into a bear, they can shapeshift into a panther, or they can do an eagle. We're going to focus on the panther for this build. So with this one, we have a 15% chance on our attacks to transform into a panther. We'll get more life, crit chance, attack damage, like you get a bunch of bonuses here. You can see it all. So what else we're gonna get is we're gonna get 4 extra alterations. We're gonna get 1 into increased area because I had just 1 leftover point. We're gonna get 5 points here into attack and strike damage, so an extra 10% for those. Your attack hits have a chance to deal additional strike damage, so we're going to have a 25% chance to deal between 570 and 750 damage. We're going to stay in our form 50% longer, and you'll see part of why we want this. One is because we get a lot of bonuses for this, but our last stat down here is going to really come into effect for this. We can't be stunned, frozen, immobilized, or slowed while we're in form. We're going to get our Night Stalker form, so whenever we dash through an enemy, we're going to get stealth, and then when we're stealth, we're going to get increased crit chance and damage. So we'll get we'll get a strike chance of 200%, which is great because we're going to be doing a strike build. We'll get an extra, basically 100% crit chance, and then we'll get an additional 300% crit damage. We're going to be, this one, while in form, your prime luck. I think prime might be a new stat. I don't really know. But it says your stat is determined by the highest damage among attack, dash, and it should, for us, it probably should be strike. So I think we're going to get additional strike luck. I think. And then we're going to have your strikes have a chance to heal you for a percentage of your maximum life. So we get a 10% chance to heal for 3%, it looks like, with a cooldown of 1 second. And then here's where this is going to come into. While in form, your strike damage is increased. So we're going to get an 80% strike damage increased on top of this additional that we're going to get here. And so you can see this is why we want to be in our form longer. So we're going to be in it 50% longer. And so now when we're in our form, our strikes are going to be dealing increased damage. My gear isn't like anything super good or super optimized for this. I kind of just went through and picked what I had. But I did get a tier 3 weapon, which gives us 1 additional strike projectile. And it does an additional lightning zap, which counts as a strike. We get some strike damage here, and then we get master and legend offers. This is going to give us master offers in life. This is going to let us upgrade blessings to master, and then gives us some extra rerolls, alterations. This is going to give us a revive, extra movement speed, and 90% extra attack damage. But we can't have summons. Not a big deal. We just won't pick summons. This is going to give us the Silk Road was a pretty popular item for Act 2. But this is going to give us 10% legend offers and a lot of area pool. We're going to get extra strike damage and some life steal. We're going to get movement speed, life, and our extra dash. And then we're going to get some attack damage, some life steal, and then some extra shard pool. So that's currently what I'm running right now. Let's do Act 3. We're not going to do darkness yet. I did beat Act 3 after they nerfed it. I went back in with Lorian and like not quite cruise through it, but it was a lot easier than you saw in my previous video. But I did unlock the darkness stuff again, but we're not going to do that yet because I need to get more optimized gear for her. And I still think Act 3 is still pretty tough. You know, it's not easy still. It's still going to be difficult. And again, I don't know how good this character...
That's a tough shrimp.
Hold on. I don't know how good this character... I don't know how good this character is going to be. I don't think we're going to do this character. Let's do an alteration. I'm not against winter. But I am going to re-roll these. Let's banish Path of Frost. I don't mind getting her strike, but I want to get something good. Let's banish Frost Ring. And we are getting some low level stuff. And I'm not getting the strike either. Okay, thank you. Okay. I would have been so upset if we got her ice shards, because the ice shards was what I was looking for. I would have been so upset if this was not the master. Okay, so that's good. So now we get ice shards. And so whenever we dash through someone, it does have, I think it does say it's like a 10-second cooldown. We could probably roll Crom. Crom has some good strikes. I'm just gonna waste all my rerolls here though and hope that we can get something good. All right, so that's a no. Let's do... I don't know if I want to take shurikens at the novice level. I'll just take... I'm not going to take the attack either. We could just do the dash. Because, I mean, I'm going to be dashing a lot, and we're still going to be dashing through enemies. Okay, let's get our Stone of Power. Okay, so we're gonna do... I'm gonna alter this. I'm gonna... No, let's do this one. I'll do... Yeah, let's do the attack damage is increased. Or, wait, how's the wording on that? Can I even see what that is now? For each enemy you hit with your attack, your strike damage is increased temporarily. I should probably get some more, like, adept offerings, too. Just so we're not seeing all this common junk all the time.
Still stuck in...
Okay, let's alter this, too. Okay, we can do this one. Let's see. Let's do the just straight-up damage. This character, I think this character is pretty awesome, though. And I think there's going to be some real... Like, this character... I mean, this character has probably some of the most adaptability with, like, build variety here. You can either build, like, high crit. You can build... Okay, we'll go tornadoes. I'm not a fan of getting all these novice level stuff, but it's probably because I have too low of adept offerings. But this character can go like tanky, can go like high crit, can go high dash movement speed. There's like a lot of really cool things you can do with this character. So, you know, like Averon is kind of like your tanky character. Nixie is kind of your quick attack, like crit character. But she can kind of do all of it. So if you like this character and you like switching forms and stuff, there's a lot of cool things you can do with this character. So I'm really intrigued to like see all that. So we'll mess around with like her bear form, panther form we're obviously doing right now. And then we'll get to the eagle form too, which could have some interesting things. Okay, let's just do frost zones. Oh, great. Less movement speed. I hate those ones. I just need to stop opening that one. It's probably not even worth it. Okay, we can go chain lightning. Yeah, whenever you evade, you have a chance to trigger Black Nova. Whenever you evade, gain 10 heals. Whenever you evade, gain movement speed. Let's just do the heal. I should probably get a dash attack. Oh, I do have a dash attack. Never mind. I was gonna say, ooh, a new book. I already picked up the knockback dash. Okay, let's do... Your attacks become stronger and apply rupture. Let's just alter. Okay, let's do... This is a good one. I'm gonna do split second attack. So your attacks become stronger and have a chance to trigger an additional attack. So let's do that. So at least we got a couple masters. We're kind of in between masters and commons right now. Okay, so I think the reason these aren't showing up is because they're low level items and I haven't been marking them. I've seen quite a few tier 3 items. I haven't really seen any high level tier 3 items yet. I don't think they're necessarily better than the mythics yet. Maybe some of the blues and purples are if you get like really good stats you want on them, but the common stuff definitely isn't going to be better. There's just not enough stats on those. But I'm really excited to start getting like tier 3 mythics, but in order to do that we need to sort of up the difficulty a little bit, which we'll get to as I kind of start getting, as I slowly start getting better gear and kind of a good build going for this character. We can just do your effects of your dash have a larger area, or I could just do this. Yeah. Let's just do that one. Okay, this girl is tough. So obviously we're going to be at our strongest when we're in Panther form. Okay, let's do ice. No, let's get Master. We'll get Master Icebound. That's going to be the pick right there. Because whenever anything Master shows up, I should probably just take it, even if it's not like the strikes. Just to make sure I lock them in at Master ranking. Why is this so empty? Okay, so what are we getting from the fates? I don't think I want to do these. At least not at novice level. I already have 3. No, I have an extra strike slot. I think we'll just alter this for now. Okay, and then we'll go split second attack. Let's do split second attack again. It's a bummer that we got these at such a low level. I mean, you can already 100% tell the difference between this one and the last time we did this. I wasn't even able to beat this boss last time, and now we're gonna kind of dominate it. But I also have, like, I have a full build too now, whereas the last time we did this, I didn't have a full build. But still, that was much better. More rare drops, movement speed. Gain just 300 experience. Let's do, let's do more rare items. Sure. Man, my dashes just got killed. There they go. Okay, I'm gonna alter this again. Okay, let's upgrade charge to adept. Or should we just go chains of war? No, let's upgrade this to adept. That's the only downside. I definitely need to get more. As I refine this build, I definitely need to work on making sure I'm getting more adept offers too. That way we're not stuck with just master or common. Because that's literally what we have right now, other than that one adept we just got. Okay, damage against minions, elites, or bosses. Let's do damage against elites. Okay, let's just do, I guess we'll just do chain lightning here. I think I'm gonna go with devotion to ice too, if she shows back up. Okay, lose life but gain 35 attack damage. Gain cooldown reduction but gain, or lose, no. Okay, we're gonna get bad cooldown reduction but gain damage. Gain damage below but increase, okay, or 10, let's do, I don't even know if I have anything that has like a cooldown reduction. Is that going to count for my dashes and my forms? That's the only thing I'm afraid of. If it counts against my forms, like the cooldown reduction, that's not good at all. Like, I don't want to increase the amount of time it takes. I think we'll just gain the heal. I don't want to lose my max health either. We'll just gain more heals. play it like safer. Okay, let's do... After dashing, there's a chance you gain a status that gives you increased attack chance triggers on your next attack. Okay, so does that count for strikes? Your attack hits have a chance it does. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's do... That should give me an increased chance on my attack hits to count to activate the strikes, right? Like, that's what I'm assuming. And then it probably should count for like my my attack hit for lifesteal stuff too. Gain 80% damage for undead enemies. Whenever you kill 12 enemies, gain 2% damage. Whenever you break an enemy barrier, gain 10% damage. Whenever an enemy dies while burning, we don't have fire. Let's do damage against undead enemies. I feel like there's a lot of undead enemies in this map. Two sacred wells right next to each other. Awesome. And then, of course, I get a big hit. I wish we could get in our Panther form like a little bit quicker, because she's a beast when we're in Panther form, and I can feel it. Like, I can feel the lackluster damage we do while we're outside of it. Okay, I'm gonna take Devotion to Winter here, because I want like those ice spikes to show up more, the ice shards. Because I think that's going to be our main damage dealer, since we did get that at master level. Okay, here's some good ones. Whenever you kill an elite enemy or frozen, there's a chance that it drops an additional item. Chilled and or frozen enemies below a threshold instantly die. Your status effects last longer. Do I have anything else with status effects? We have chilled, so no, we don't. Other than chill. So I think we'll just go with shatter. So you can obviously see, like, you can see a big difference in our damage when we go from Panther form to human form. Like, a huge difference. Okay, let's do... Now, like, the things like this, like, I don't know if these are counting the cooldowns for my Panther form. They might be. Let's just do haste. Whenever you dash through an enemy, you gain some movement speed. Because other than I don't really have a lot of things that are on cooldown other than my form. And I don't know if it works for that. I don't know. because my form does have a cooldown. Like, I can't activate it non-stop. Once I get out of my form, it's like a 10-second cooldown or something until I can get back in it. But it might reduce the cooldown for those. Okay, you gain attack damage for each immobilized enemy. Okay, whenever you gain 100 experience, heal for 2 life. Whenever you gain 100 experience, gain luck. Whenever you gain experience, gain dash distance or gain area. So it's between these, luck and heal. Let's go with the luck. Alright, let's just go with charge, I guess. Or we could do this one. Whenever you dash, your damage is temporarily increased. Oh, your dash... No, your dash damage. Okay. Oh, this one I can't get for some reason. Man, these cursed waters have been really bad for me. It's like the second time I've got negative evasion. Okay, we got the scarecrow now. See how this character does against... The hitbox for this character, you need to be super close to them. Yeah, this feels like a tough fight, because I'm not... Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Come on. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this fight. This fight's kind of awkward. I mean, we're still dominating it, though. Yeah, let's get all our blues. It definitely feels like we could do higher darkness, too, at least now that I'm playing this. I want to try bear form next too. Okay, whenever you get... Okay, so this is the... Let's just do the lightning. I think I'm more interested in the bear form than the eagle form. The eagle form is interesting because you get some insane movement speed. Like, some insane movement speed. You get like 5 dashes with crazy good dash cooldown. I'm not as intrigued by doing like a dash build than I am by some other things, but I do think that that will be fun to try. Okay, okay, let's try that. And I'll hope that it works for my form transformation. Okay, these girls are messing me up. Okay, let's go with more ice shards. We're able to regenerate our health so good though with this character. This character has some insane lifesteal because of that strike stuff. Whenever your strikes go off, you can regenerate your health. Okay, these ones kind of suck. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed with all the novice stuff we got, novice and masters. We did get the ice shards though in master, which is good. We'll definitely work on optimizing this though as we get more and more tier 3 gear. It's gonna be a little bit though. It's gonna take a while to get a nicely optimized build for this, because I don't know how quickly we're gonna start seeing like all this mythic tier 3 gear. But I can definitely, after this, I can definitely start ramping up the darkness. Like I can for sure go to probably like darkness 30 at least. Probably pretty easily, I think. Let's see how let's see how we do. Okay, here we go. Your ice shards are upgraded. They deal more damage per stack of chilled or frozen on the enemy. Lose a strike. Your tornadoes are upgraded. We're gonna do. Did I never get that last strike? We're gonna do this one. So your ice shards are upgraded. They deal more damage per stack of chilled. So not only do they do an additional 40% frozen damage, but then they're gonna do 5 chilled damage per strike. I like those infusions. You're gonna have to let me know if those are new or not though, because I don't ever recall seeing those. So, but I stopped playing this like I played Act 2 for maybe like 3 weeks, and then after that I hadn't really jumped back in. Once I cleared Act 2 and I did like some builds for characters and whatnot, then I kind of jumped out of the game again. So I don't recall what was new between then and this new Act 3 update. Okay, we're getting like... I'm not even getting the ones that I want, really. We're at 19 minutes. This is gonna give me something bad, huh? Yep, I knew it. I don't even know what is in there. There's got to be like a low probability, I should say, to get something good from that, right? Because every time I always get that minus movement speed. Okay, more ice shards. Okay, let's try to kill these elites while here, or higher tier enemies. So in bear form is obviously going to be like the slightly more tankier build. There's definitely some interesting stuff you can do with that in the talent tree. Ooh, all enemies gain a... Ooh, yes. Because that, we get extra stacks, right? Oh, of course. What did I get before? I don't know if we're gonna be able to see it. I got the upgrade on the ice shards. I guess we're not gonna be able to see what that upgrade was. But I think I do more damage per stacks of chill, right? Man, we're hitting for some really big numbers here. I like the new like boss fight arenas that they put in. Like each of these kind of feels like a nice unique like arena that they put you in. There we go. Yeah, see now we just mess her up when we're in Panther form. All right, let's go. Oh no, we're full. Okay, I'm gonna drop some. I'm gonna keep the book stuff. Tier 3. Did I pick up any like junk ooh. You know, that one's not actually affects range. I wonder what that means. Legend offers. Man, I don't even know what I want to drop here. Probably this. Let's drop that, and let's drop... See, this is this is pretty good. Because this gives, like, look at the damage bonus on this. 19% damage. This gives me 18% attack damage. So this gives me 19% global damage. This is just for attack. I could probably drop this weapon. This weapon doesn't look good. At least not better than what I have. So we can drop that, and then I'll just pick up these other 2 items over here. Sweet. Very cool. I like this new character a lot. She's pretty awesome. I'm really excited about getting new gear and all that stuff. So obviously, split second attack did the most damage. I'm kind of surprised. Now, why would man? A level 1 tornado and a level 2 chain lightning did more damage than a master level ice shard. That was slightly higher level. That's pretty surprising, to be honest. A level 1 novice, lowest tier tornado. Man, tornadoes must be incredibly good. Same with chain lightning. Even chain lightning did more damage than the ice shards. And we even took like some of the ice stuff too. I mean, this probably helped with like my attack damage, like the ice shards and stuff, but yeah, that damage was pretty low, but it does provide a benefit. So I guess there is something to it. Like it provides the chill where these don't, although tornado does provide like a knockback, if you want to call it that. All right, cool. Well, that was a very successful run. So that's a full clear of Act 3 now. I will definitely start ramping up the difficulty. If I have time, I'll try to farm some better gear. That's a big maybe though. That's kind of why I dropped off of this game, because this game is a gear farm game. If you want to have these really cool and unique builds, you need to grind a lot for gear. And that's not a bad thing. I think that's a great thing. Like, I love that you have to do that. But in terms of me, I don't know. I just don't know if I have the time to grind as much gear as I need to make like these really cool, unique builds. But this is what we're running for now. We got a cool Panther build. We cleared Act 3. We'll definitely ramp up the difficulty. We'll try to refine this Panther build a little bit. Next video, I'll probably see if I can get like a bear build going. But again, we won't have like super optimized gear again for that. But we'll check out the bear, see what the bear can do. And then we'll maybe try out an eagle form. So that's going to be it for now, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.